guys, welcome back to Rider's Corner for another topic. We're going to be talking today about counter steering, and for this we're just going to be practicing, and I'm going to be showing you a couple of the important ways that you can practice it so that you can walk before you run. So it's actually important that you watch our quick shifting video just to kind of free up this hand so that you can drive around with one hand pretty seamlessly. So with one hand you can pull or you can push and avoid dead animals in the road. This would change how your riding feels, and it's one of the best things that I've learned about riding motorbikes. It literally means that you can just jump on any bike and feel how the bike handles and improvise and adapt when you're in mid-corner. You can feel that the bike feels planted, or if it feels sketchy. You will feel a lot better once you get used to this. Although it is so counterintuitive, it takes a lot of practice. What I'm telling you is, to steer left you actually have to point it right, and it sounds backwards, but that's how you get the bike to lean. If you are leaning the bike, you're doing it anyway. It might not feel like you're doing it, but you are doing it. There's been loads of debates on this really, but this is kind of the only way to you steer the bike. If you think that you're pushing down on the handlebars, look, you're not. I can push down as hard as I can on that, nothing's happening. But if I push away or pull, the bike just flicks. And having that level of control means that you're able to quickly change position and avoid obstacles that you might find whilst on the road. Not only that, it does also mean that you can do some pretty sick cornering skills. So by riding around on one hand, it will get you used to the push and pull method of counter steering. So I'm not moving my body, I'm actually sat pretty upright right now. We've got a nice left hander here, and I'm just going to pull with this handle, and the bike drops, and now I push and the bike stands back up. Simple as that. I can slalom. I'm just letting the bike flow underneath me right now. I'm not causing anything. In fact, I better do this with my feet off the pegs, although that does seem a bit silly. By adding the extra hand, you kind of just want to push with one hand or the other hand until you get used to it. You really don't want to get this messed up and muddle your left and rights around, because this is super counterintuitive. You think you want to steer left, you want to point the bike left, but if I try and do that, it actually is just going the other way. This is me trying to steer the bike left. Counter steering is such a foundation of cornering that you can really build up a lot after it. It's helped me really better nail some corners. And so you're in a corner and it tightens, you just think, oh, you just push more and the bike drops more. It really is as simple as that. So I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pulling because I'm tightening too much, and I'm pushing again. So in that corner I was able to correct my mistake of going too tight by feeding back a little bit. Which way am I going here? I haven't got a clue. Straight on? Yeah. So that's the beauty of counter steering. It doesn't work when you're doing very slow speeds. You need a gyroscopic effect to work, and there's a really cool way that I can show you this using a bike tyre, and I will be showing you this probably in a later video, maybe a bit more of a full instructional video as to how counter steering really works. This is just going to be how to practice it and how to get used to it and get used to the feel of the bike falling around like underneath you. So just with one hand you can push and pull and get the bike to dart around pretty seamlessly underneath you, and the bike just flows. Now if I try and lean the bike with my body weight, it kind of works, but when you move your body weight and you start leaning, the handlebars do actually turn to compensate. So you may feel like you're turning the bike with your body weight, but what you're actually doing is counter-steering the bike, or the bike is counter-steering it for you, and you just don't even realise. So I'm pushing more, I'm pushing less, I'm pushing more. As I increase the speed, I'm pushing a bit more to try and compensate. I'm pushing on my left hand now. So on this one I'm going to push on my left hand to drop the bike left. And here we go, I'm pushing with my left hand, flowing it around. And then as I come out the corner, I'm going to push on my right hand to stand the bike up. I'll show you the same here. Pushing with my right hand now, and the bike just sweeps around. And you can really just dart and play in between. Anyway, I hope that this gives you something to practice at home, especially before the next video where we actually go full in depth into counter steering, how it works and why it works, and how you can use it to really get more speed out of your bike. This should give you something to play with anyway when you're out on your ride next. Hopefully you can just start off with some gentle slaloms and then maybe get used to doing some actual cornering slow time, you know. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned something today. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed Riders Corner. I'm Ryan and I'm out.